Go talk. That's that. Go talk. That's that. Go talk. That's that. Go talk. Yeah. They say I need to get back on my. I told them they get my old.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA. It's the 2K Sports pregame show. And getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. These guys are ready to go. We get a look at the sun shining in the buildings of downtown Salt Lake City, Utah. Our broadcast location today. Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. It's Wednesday, Hump Day, and we're ready to bring you all the action.
Head coach Quinn Snyder.
He is doing a great job. Thank you, D.A. We don't see this very often, Clark, but tonight, two teams that really thrive in the half court.
Yeah, and you know, they can get up and down, and we'll see them do that some, but they much prefer, Kevin, simply to grind it out.
And a look at the starters for San Antonio. D-Wade out there with Irving. Then it's Joel Embiid. Then it's D-Bots. And it's Kirilenko in at the 3 spot. And for the Jazz, Damian Lillard out there with Wilkins. And it's Marc Gasol. And there's Chambers. And it's Yao in at 7. Here's Lillard. The shot that time, not on target. It's the Spurs taking it the other way. Here's Irving. Basket counts.
You know, you got to appreciate the speed of Kyrie Irving. I mean, incredible at finding different ways to get to the basket, and he is not afraid of anybody.
Stolen by Wade. Oh, and here comes Kirilenko all alone. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. It's on Damian Lillard.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
San Antonio shooting their first free throws of the game right now. The first one falls.
And you gotta love the all-around game Kirilenko has. He's terrific at both ends, and he can play at any pace, makes an impact all over the floor.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. Outside Wilkins. We're about 1 minute into the first. Oh, and the dunk by Wilkins.
There are very few guys in this league who make dunking a true art form. Meek is one of those guys.
Irving with the ball. Rebounded by Chambers.
Boy, defense non-existent there, but they catch a break as he whips it. Guys, the Spurs team dinners, the stuff of legends, just building camaraderie and getting to know one another and being orchestrated with care by head coach Greg Popovich. They enjoyed the finest restaurants and great food and drink, but the fellowship and camaraderie, probably the most important part of those dinner gatherings.
Lillard, the pass to Chambers. 6 on the shot clock. Nice ball movement by Utah. Knocked away. Embiid with the steal. And out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession. The Jazz have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Clark, the act of sitting down to a meal as a team that brings people together.
It really does, guys, and I can't overstate it. When you get a chance to know your teammates off the court, it adds to your ability to play for them on the court. It can't always be just about grind, grind, grind. There has to be some compassion, some caring, some understanding. And sometimes the best places to do that are at restaurants with good food and good drink.
Irving kicks to Wade. Rolls from the top of the key. No good off the back of the rim.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
And there's Lillard on the assist by Wilkins.
And for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Lillard's a terrific finisher inside. His moves to the basket aren't tentative. They are strong.
Wade against Wilkins. The shot by Wade, no good.
Yeah, but the hand in the face. It's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Lillard. Great D that time from Irving.
Well, I admire the fact he's trying to power through this rough stretch, but on occasion you'll have periods like this.
Kirilenko the pass to Irving. Over Lillard. The shot's good from Irving. Irving's got 6 points.
And the mid-range shot of Irving is impressive. He has wonderful form with that shot.
And after he missed the first 2 seasons of his career, Greg, with the broken bone in his foot, would injuries be your main concern for Joel Embiid?
Look, no doubt about it. As long as he's healthy, he's an all-league performer. Still, 7-footers carry a lot of weight in our league. He wants to prove he can play big minutes. We just got to make sure they protect him.
Wilkins against Wade. Wilkins' shot is off. And it's Wade with the ball for the Spurs. They trail by 1.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
The pass to Chambers over Kirilenko. Chambers can't make the basket. The Spurs have gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. Here's Wade. Count it.
And you got to like the touch there from Wade inside. A polished interior scorer who knows how to get to his sweet spot.
Lillard, bounce pass. 17 seconds left in the first. Here's Yao. Rebound, San Antonio.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Yeah, nothing major, not a huge advantage, but certainly a good sign for them going forward.
And Irving is so fast on the drive. Even when he gets hit, he still finishes nicely around the rim.
What a performance for Kyrie Irving. He has been the story for San Antonio. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And we'll be right back after this. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a closer look here at the hustle stands for San Antonio.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
Jazz trail by 5. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the floor for San Antonio, that's Tony Allen, and it's DeBusschere in at the 4. Wade against Beal. And it's Wade penetrating. That shot is off. Great D that time from Beal. Outside Wilkins. To the middle. Here's Gasol. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Boy, the confidence of Gasol on the block is really impressive to see. I mean, once he gets good positioning, he goes right to work.
Dwayne Wade on the wing. He's covered by Beal. Goal, that's good.
That was a smart pass by Wade that time.
The Jazz shooting at 46%, making some buckets. Beal, the pass to Free. Wilkins against DeBusschere. Outside for Beal. It's stolen by Wade. A shot by Lowry. Wide open. The basket good off the assist from Wade. Wade's got his 3rd assist on the night. Jazz trail by 7. Outside Wilkins. Wilkins draws the up. Outside Gasol. Got it. Good job in the low post. Gasol's got his 2nd bucket of the night. Mark, you were so good at such an early age in your basketball career. At what point did you personally realize just how far the game could take you?
You know, it really resonated with me, Kevin. I think at a summer basketball camp at Miami of Ohio, when some of the better campers, high school campers, were asked to play with the college guys at night. And then during pickup games in my hometown of Cleveland with some of the Cleveland Cavaliers, Jim Jones and the late Terry Furlow and Mike Mitchell, being able to compete somewhat with those guys at 15 and 16 years of age and having them encourage me to keep going and that I'd have a chance to do what they were doing at the time, which was play pro ball.
And the first one was.
And you look at Wilkins, everybody talks about the spectacular athleticism, but in some ways, I think he's just underrated as a basketball player. It just does so many things well for his team.
That one is no good. San Antonio leading by 6. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Beal against Wade. Takes the 13-footer. It's not going to go for him. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. DeBusschere kicks to Wade. Now here is Lowry. Tight defense on him. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Beal gets a wide open look. They get it back.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
San Antonio's gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Wade feeling it out a bit. Marc Gasol picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Now checked in for Utah. Spurs also at the sub. Joel Embiid. He's checked in for Dwayne Wade. Pass to DeBusschere. Here's Bol. 6 to shoot. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That's on Yao Ming.
Yeah, Bol with the unique combination of height and skill. That's a challenge for any defender.
The Spurs have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today.
And just last season, they were at about 82% from the free throw line. So those numbers are always going to be positive.
And he can't get the first one.
And like his father, Manu, Bol's combination of size and scoring is very unique. The key for him is just staying healthy.
Chambers is checked in for Utah. Damian Lillard comes in for Wilkins. And San Antonio with the change here, too. Irving's checked in. Unloads from 13. That's tipped.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots. And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Lowry against Lillard. Over Lowry. Nice again. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And Ming, boy, I tell you, this guy is so big. He's a dominant force who also has a touch that belies his size. This guy is a real force at both ends.
The Spurs making a switch here. Kirilenko's checked in. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
And maybe cause some foul trouble along the way as well. We know what that can do. It pays off typically in good fashion for you.
Passes to DeBusschere. Spurs working the ball around now. Here's Lowry. Kirilenko trying to break loose. Lowry can't get it to go. Jazz trail by 6. Chambers the pass to Lillard. Here's Yao. Outside Beal. Yao trying to break free. It's blocked. And now here comes Kirilenko leading the break. That one goes. Count it. Lowry's got the lead up to 8 now for the Spurs.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Now here's Lillard. On deep. And no good in the last second attempt this time. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs holding on to an 8-point lead heading in. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome. Kyrie Irving was red hot to start the first. He had 12 points and 1 steal. And Shaq, what are your thoughts on how San Antonio played?
It's simple. They just got hot. Hey. And we've got third quarter basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on it.
You've got Chambers. Marc Gasol is out there with Yao. Then it's Damian Lillard. It's Wilkins and a 2-guard. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Lillard outside. It's good from the top of the key. Lillard's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Boy, Yao used all of his body there setting that screen.
Irving against Wilkins. Here's Wade, and it's Wade slamming it down.
And the vertical of Wade still remarkable. A high-flying 2-guard who loves sending it home.
Here's Lillard, and Embiid with the block. Wade on the wing. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Irving against Lillard. Pass to Wilkins. From the arc. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Wilkins has got 10.
You know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man. Puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
And Lillard is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Allen's checked in for Embiid. Here's Wade. 10 points for him. Gasol with the steal. Kirilenko against Chambers. The pass to Yao. And it's Kirilenko with the rebound. Kirilenko's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Now Allen still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And here's Wade. High post shot. Just 5 to shoot. Rebound by Yao.
Even with that miss, they're shooting 75% coming out of the break. That's a strong start to the half.
Lillard, the pass to Yao. And they convert it last on attempt number 3.
And Ming is mammoth in terms of his size, exceptional at using it to snare those offensive rebounds. Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
I would agree. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Jazz. Clark, if you were a coach on a team, what would you want to see from a guy by the end of his rookie season in the NBA?
You know, Kevin, I won't be specific because I think it's more general in my estimation. Owning his development, whatever that means, embracing how he's going to get better. If it's a particular area of the game, yes. But understanding the professionalism of work ethic and developing good habits. And really owning that. That's what I would want to see.
Looking at who's out there now for the Jazz. Beals checked in for Chambers, and Freeze subbed in for Dominique Wilkins. Then for the Spurs, DeBusschere comes in for Allen, and it's Kyle Lowry in for Dwayne Wade. Free against Irving. It's Samard. Shot is good, and the Spurs lead is cut to just 9 points on the basket from Free.
Boy, that was a sweet-looking teardrop. There's very little defense for that.
Lowry kicks to Kirilenko. Back to Lowry. In the corner, Irving with it. Up again. It's good on the putback. And the Spurs lead by 11.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
The Spurs making a switch here. Bowles checked in. 1:11 left to play in the third. Beal, the pass to Free. Here is Lillard, covered by Irving. Yao in the post. 4 on the clock, and it's good. 2 points. Yao's got 4 points in the quarter.
And Yao Ming's a handful when he's this deep. I mean, virtually impossible to guard. You can't let him get this kind of positioning. Easier said than done, though.
Pass to Bull. Outside Irving. Misses the three.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Lillard on top. Now recovering to the wing right side. Irving against Free. Over Irving. And too long on the shot. From deep three-point range, an absolute bomb from three-point range. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Right back after this break. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for San Antonio. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. On the floor for San Antonio, starting the fourth quarter. They've got Andre Kirilenko. Irving is out there with Dwayne Wade. And there's Embiid. And it's DeBusschere in at the three. It's good.
Boy, you got to admire the mid-range game of Wade. Has this area of the floor on lock. I mean, incredibly efficient from here.
Lillard looking around. And it's Kirilenko with the rebound. Kirilenko's got 6 rebounds in the game. It's just Wade outside. Over Wilkins. Utah with the rebound. Gasol's got 6 rebounds in the game. Passes it to Lillard. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. And the basket by Free.
And there's no doubt that Lillard is a pure scorer. But it's good to see him focus on his passing, wanting to make his teammates better.
Wade against Lillard. Wade kicks to Embiid. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Out to Kirilenko. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. And the Spurs lead by 14.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And the Jazz call time here. Mark, the level of nuance and the footwork that keeps evolving every few years. Talk about the changes that you have seen from the time you played to the exquisite footwork we've seen.
Well, you know, some of my peers would say that these guys are being allowed to walk and
Yes.
have it talked about as good footwork. So you work with Reggie and other guys, and I hear them all the time saying guys are getting away with carrying the ball and so forth. But the footwork is pretty good. I mean, when you think about it, the step-back three-point shot, the ability to make plays off the dribble, all attributed to footwork. I think it's just an evolution of the game. As players see more and more of excellent work on the court, they're able to emulate it a lot sooner and a lot better.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Quinn Snyder's huddle. He got on him. He said he's got to see more intensity. He said we put ourselves in this hole, and we've got to work our way out of it. Show me you've got what it takes.
And the basket by Chambers.
And when he rises up, he knows he's probably going to get a clean look. It's a matter of executing.
You know, for me, it doesn't get any better than seeing big fellows who can use the mid-range jumper to their advantage.
On the wing, Dwayne Wade, defended by Wilkins. Yao with the block.
And you have to appreciate the reach of Mean. Superb at putting himself in a good position there to block the shot.
They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
Here's Wade. Nails the 16-footer. Wade's got the lead up to 14 now for San Antonio.
A nice job taking what the defenders gave him. But these guys need a gut check right now.
Well, that's exactly the kind of defense that's gotten him into the hole.
Well, he is quick off his feet and really stronger than he looks. Wilkins can burn you in that painted area.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Spurs.
They've knocked down plenty of mid-range jumpers in this one. That's been big for them.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
San Antonio calls timeout.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Dwayne Wade.
And I love that it's been a hard-charging performance. Jump shots have been kind of an afterthought. His main goal has been to attack the rim and put the D in some tough spots and also finishing strong.
He silenced this crowd with an unreal display. His ability to drown out the noise and the hostility of an opposing crowd is pretty special. Jazz trail by 11. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter.
Yeah, he's been streaky throughout his career, Kevin, but this guy is unstoppable tonight, using all of his skills and that athleticism to put pressure on the defense.
Irving passes to Wade. And he lays it straight in.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Pass to D-Box. Irving against Free. And Irving gets it to go on the assist by D-Box. 17 points for Kyrie Irving.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Spurs.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Dwayne Wade.
And, you know, there was no stopping him tonight. Whenever he got the ball, he was looking to score, and rightly so.
There's the pass to Wilkins. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Here's Irving. Here's D-Box, and he uses the glass on the layup. And the Spurs lead by 11.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. And they got it done.
It's Gasol missing.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, G, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to...
Lakas ni Wilkins na, no? Si Lillard, alap. Nice game, nice game, nice game. Grabe si Wade.